Some days are just way cooler than others. I live in northwestern Montana in a city called Kalispell. I'd call it about 60 miles from the Canadian border. My wife's sister's brother, pretty sure that's my brother-in-law, plays for a rock band called Mest, and they are doing a concert up in Calgary. So Leah and I were looking to drive in 5.5 to 6.5 hours. Really depends on the border checkpoint as well as traffic along the way. Then I started flight planning it. 90 minutes, 2 hours, depending on the headwind or tailwind that we might have. We're going to be able to go through Glacier National Park, cross the border in flight, clear customs right at the ramp in Calgary. Why would I not do that? It's exactly why we have the helicopter, try to create some content along the way. And this is also my first opportunity to take the helicopter across the border. And yeah, there are some requirements associated with that. Thankfully, I started early, so I'll go through that a little bit. But I just pulled up here to the airport, and we need to get this thing pre-flighted. First and foremost, anything I put up in the aviation world should never be considered instructional or educational for that matter. I'm not a CFI. I'm not a flight instructor. I don't do this professionally anymore. I'm an aggressive hobbyist. I do it, honestly, for the adventure at this point. I really love aviation, but I don't rush pre-flight and I don't rush the post-flight. You know, tomorrow I'm going to be taking my wife with me, somebody who I care about more than anybody in the world, and the last thing I want to do is skip a step that might put either of our lives in jeopardy. Aviation is really rewarding, it's really fun, but it also can be extremely dangerous. I mean, let's be honest, there is risk associated with traveling in this way and flying your own aircraft as it is. So I don't mess around. After every flight, I do a really long post-flight, because to me, that's the key to an easy pre-flight on your next flight. You get to see the condition of the aircraft after it's been under pressure and temperature. You can look at your hydraulics, your oil, you're looking for leaks after the systems have been charged. I mean, why rush? What's the point? What's the worst that could happen if you take your time? You end up going a little bit slower, you get there a little bit later. It's still on your terms. People might say there's no way that that would ever happen. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are incident reports full of people that actually rushed kind of to their death. Now, I've had a few people ask me about doing a full walk around and what I do for a pre and a post flight, and I will do that at some point in time. I don't have time to do that today though. So this is the last of the exterior compartments. It's on the pilot side all the way forward, checking everything else out. And yeah, from here, everything is looking really good. And we're gonna go ahead and pop inside the cockpit and get ready to go. I got a new camera on the inside. I'm curious to see how it works. It's gonna be rear facing, looking back at the passengers. So I already almost forgot something. I mentioned I was going international. We're going from Montana to Canada. One of the requirements is right here. It's this little sticker decal you can see, but obviously can't make out because I'm too far away. That's a DHS decal. International flying is not difficult, but there are some things you need to plan ahead for. One of them is going to be that sticker. You need to get the thing actually in the mail. Another one is you're going to need insurance for your aircraft. In Canada, it's a minimum of liability insurance, but based off of the weight of your aircraft, you have to make sure you have the appropriate level of insurance for that actual weight. The best thing I can recommend is this. There's an organization called AOPA, and if you go onto Google or any search engine that you want, put in AOPA Canada, and it's going to list everything that you need. That decal and also the insurance I'm talking about was already on there. You're going to have to do a flight plan. You're going to have a radio, what's the exact word for it? A radio operator's license, something along those lines, which you can get from the FCC. But again, all this is paperwork. You have to file your EAPIS, which stands for Electronic APIS. I can't remember what else that stands for. You're going to have to talk to Border Patrol on your way back in. You have to talk to CanPass, the Canadian version of CBP. When you're headed into the country, both of those you need to talk to within 48 hours, but also not right before you leave. So there's some time requirements associated with that as well. Not hard to do. It can seem like it's confusing, and that's actually one of the reasons I'm excited about this trip is I get to test this all on my own. When I was flying fixed wing, we flew international a lot, but I think the administrative staff associated with the charter company was handling all this stuff, so I never really dealt with it. This time I'm doing all of it. The last thing I need to do is hit the file button on ForeFlight, which is industry standard flight software at this point, and then call CanPass, and from there, we're good to go. All right, on the inside, I know it might be a little bit tough to see. It's a little bit backlit, but I will do a full video at some point in time about the whole cockpit and the pre-flight. Up here, what you can't really see are all the switches. The fuses are back there. There's more fuses down by my left leg. I can explain all this stuff later, but we'll do that in some other video. Here's the camera I was talking about. This one's going to be facing back in towards Leah and I. And then on the right-hand side skid, I'm going to mess with a 360 camera. We're going to be flying through Glacier tomorrow for a little bit as we pass into Canada. I think the scenery is just going to be amazing, so I'm going to try to capture as much of it as I can. And I think that's about it for the video today, is making this more about the trip than the pre-flight and the helicopter itself. So Let's get up into the air. Let's start this bad boy up.
Council traffic helicopter 7-2, Mike. We're going to be parting to the south, parallel runway 13 on the western taxiway. We are on the move now for Council traffic. Ready, sweetheart?
Ready. Oh.
That's just called effective translational thinking. 40 knots, we're going in the air. 60 knots, wait for our downwind turn. We're going to come this way, get over this cloud. Not above 4,500, lifting now for 7-2 Mike.
Can the man on the ground hear you too?
Yeah.
Push at 656, line up runway 17 left.
Line up runway 17 left was 656. West 280, clip the Yankee runway 70 left.
Push at 280 tower, Canadian number 1, this company is going to position for departure.
Number 1, 280.
When did you stop caring? The look that's on your face, blaming everyone else, the past we can't erase. Now I'm so fucking scared, why do I fucking care? And now my biggest fear is that you'll leave this place. Was I the one that let you down? The world's crashing down right now, 'cause the time we have is quickly running out. All the years left me broken, words unspoken. No, I don't deserve this, feeling lost and worthless. Tell me, was this worth it? What's the purpose? Was this worth it? Now
got this side. I'll shoot for the southernmost pass.
Watch your reality fading away. Feeling so helpless, nothing I can do. Say your world has changed, now everything looks so different. You can't remember the last words you said. You can't remember the last thought in your head. You lost control when you let your mind go. The world's crashing down right now. 'Cause the time we have is quickly